from Salt Lake. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. DA, it's all you.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Rubio. Now Ayton steps back and fires. The rebound by Mitchell.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now Oubre after Bogdanovich missing on that last 3-pointer.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Count the basket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away and threatening here. Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Rubio, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio's got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ingles in the corner, lets it go with the 3. Utah getting another chance here. Gobert can't hit, and it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 10-2 run here, and finished off by Oubre.
Oubre just having a sixth sense that time, sniffing out the alley-oop and throwing it in.
Mitchell against Booker, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Oubre following the miss by Michael Conley. Great positioning on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
No good from Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And the Jazz with some changes. Davis is checked in for Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mitchell. Here's Jerome. Wants to get it to Baines and does. Sharch finds Baines. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. Bridges shot. Good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. It's stolen by Sharch. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's O'Neal. Down low, here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
The go-go gadget arms of Davis allows him to dunk from anywhere within a few feet of the basket.
Here's Jerome. Now, here's Baines. Charge outside. Carter on the wing. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Bogdanovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Carter, that's good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will, and they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to break.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Saric passes to Kaminsky. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
It's stolen by Moutier, and now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I like to see Jordan turn on the Jets right there. Change his speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
Jerome passes to Saric. Here's Jerome. The dish to Kaminsky. Saric has the open look. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Moutier looking around. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And it's Davis missing. Suns leading by 5. Bridges passes to Saric, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Clarkson. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. 2 points. That one goes. Kaminsky's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Here's O'Neal. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound in this one. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Out to Carter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Baines inside, guarded by O'Neal. And it goes down 2 points. Baines has got his first basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Bogdanovich is checked in for Royce O'Neal. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Suns leading by 7. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Ingles against Baines. Yep, it counts.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Conley against Baines. The wide open look here for Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ayton hits them both. Here's Conley. Good work there as it goes. Conley's got 6 points. 19 seconds left to play in the first half.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oubre finds Rubio. Back to Oubre. Up again, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Bogdanovich. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
One eye on.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Phoenix came ready to play. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a... And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ricky Rubio with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Ayton dishes to Rubio. 4 on the clock. Booker with no one around, and he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got his second basket.
I mean, just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
Here's Conley. Up and in on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Ayton finds Johnson. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 5.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson. And I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
Conley scanning the floor. Ingles in the corner. Bogdanovich inside. Johnson on him. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. No good from Booker. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Moutier against Carter. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. And he makes that one. Booker's got 9 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
O'Neal inside, covered by Oubre. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's successful physicality on Oubre's part. Not afraid to get right up in the shooter's business.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
Phoenix leading by 8. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Clarkson. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Moutier pass to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Moutier pass to Gobert. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Saric finds Booker. Now Carter shoots it. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with the possession. That helps out big time.
And so it's Devin Booker making high. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Rubio. Ayton trying to break free, and it's off from three-point range. And Gobert gets to Conley. Back to Gobert. And there's the pass to Ingles. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Booker in the corner. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Passes to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. 19 points for Devin Booker.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And with that shot, the Suns lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Ingles. Conley against Rubio. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Rubio taking his time here. Booker the pass to Rubio. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Outside Conley. Back to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. O'Neal misses.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Shoots from 14. That one rolling around and rims out. Suns leading by 14. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. Ingles can't get it to go. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And good that time.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Conley. There's the feed to Gobert. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Conley.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. And Phoenix turns it over again.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Phoenix.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now, and that one drops.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
And it's Rubio penetrating, banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 8.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And the rejection by Ayton. They retain possession. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16. Good chance here for Booker. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Huge night for Booker, and reminiscent maybe of the night in Boston.
Conley with it. There's the three. And no good. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
Thank you, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Here's Johnson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Gallinari finds Adams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Dort following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on a fast break chance. They get the rebound. Count it.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Thunder have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. It's tipped. Oubre with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Goes back up. And it's Ayton missing. Here's Oklahoma City now. 4-point game. Adams outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, here's Paul. Rebound by the Suns.
And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Oubre, good.
I could see that that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
They need this. And the rejection by Ayton. Suns leading by 6. Rubio outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Booker.
Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
And that one's good. Noel.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. Out left to the wing. Back to Rubio. Passes it to Baines. Just 5 on the clock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Ferguson. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice Ferguson looking confident to get in there and knock one down.
Rubio against Schroeder. Pass to Saric. Kicks it out to Rubio. Carter outside. And And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Phoenix shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The pass to Baines. It's hauled in by Diallo. Thunder trailing by 5. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Šarić. Here's Baines. He's covered by Noel. That shot missing. Goes up. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the...
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Phoenix ahead, up by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Diallo in at the 2 spot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Carter. It's blocked. Now here's Diallo. He has 6. Here's Schroeder. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Oubre is checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Carter. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Schroeder passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
Here's Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Booker showing some speed, excelling there, and blasting right through the defense to get to the rim.
It's Schroeder with the drive. The shot's good. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. And the dunk by Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Sharch dishes to Kaminsky. Oubre outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
Drops in the layup for 2. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Booker. Good, nice job down low. And the Suns lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
They get it again. Here's Booker. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Gallinari. That one, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Booker. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Oubre with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre can get up there, and that time brought his tool belt and got out the hammer.
And Adams kicks to Ferguson. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. The Thunder have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early. The first one falls for him.
Ferguson has always showed off that raw athleticism that he's had. Now it's about playing with more defensive intensity and intelligence. He's a guy that could be just scratching the surface.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. 3-point lead. Here's Booker. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Noel kicks to Muscala. Shoots over Baines. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime report.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Roam in the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Booker. And Adams sends it back. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Carter, he's checked in for Phoenix. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. No good with the layup. Phoenix leading by 3. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Carter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Paul passes to Adams. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And a Oubre off the drive. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Here's Rubio. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rubio's got 5 now. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Under trailing by 5. Paul looking around. Over Rubio. Again, the Thunder score.
Said it time and time again, Chris Paul in the mid-range is pretty much half the time going to be good.
Ball against Rubio. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. A slam dunk by Diallo.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Rubio misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And it's Rubio penetrating. And Adams sends it back. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, they've had a few more turnovers in this one. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Devin Booker in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Devin Booker. The Thunder shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
Shots good by Baines. The Thunder with the lead. Shooter passes to Ferguson. Now here's Noel. Covered by Baines. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Shots good by Baines. Baines has got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Saric working his way over to provide some extra coverage that time.
Will return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Mike Muscala out there with Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the three.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Schroeder passes to Noel. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Rubio misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Now Muscala. Here's Schroeder. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. That's 10 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
On the wing, Booker. Thunder with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rubio, the pass to Baines. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night. To the paint. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. That shot off. Suns trail by 5. And he makes good on the layup. Booker's got 20 points.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility, especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Well, recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018. And what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Gallinari, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers' end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
Noel with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And that's why these fans love their Gallo. His ability to step up and take huge shots is what makes him so valuable.
And here we go. Ahead. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Here's Dort. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Here's Rubio. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Ricky Rubio coming through.
And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 26.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
It's stolen by Adams. Gallinari left side. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oubre with the steal. And they're moving it up. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Tries yet again, and it's good on the way in. Dort's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Dort passes to Gallinari. And the basket is good. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
It's funny how much Chris Paul is showing so much nuance that he has as he's aged in this game. Just an unequaled and unmatched intelligence from the point guard position.
For 3, Booker. A shot that time, not on target. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Ayton. And Rubio kicks to Ayton. For 3, Booker got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Passes it to Adams. Here's Dort. Gallinari right side. Ball finds Adams. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor. And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Dort. The shot will not fall. So Utah will take it the other way. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
About a minute played so far here in the first. They double team Conley. Pass to Ingles. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
Paul passes to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Conley. Makes it off the glass.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Adams' shot is good.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Passes it to Mitchell. Paul against Conley. Another shot has to Gobert. All sorts of time. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Can't hit that one. Adams, some nice D. Gallinari passes to Schroeder. Rebounded by the Jazz. The drive by Gobert. Misses the layup.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Dort. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell.
Has a great combination of height and body frame. Bogdanovich can keep up with the defenders physically.
Adams' shot is good. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Ferguson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Tries from 7. Mitchell's shot is good.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
It's stolen by Muscala. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Jazz trail by 3. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gobert can't hit.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. From 12 feet out. They get it back. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Second chance effort. And it's Davis laying it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
The pass to Noel. To the wing on the left. Here's Diallo. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. A free-flowing first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. To the paint, Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Clarkson. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Diallo. Oklahoma City moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Noel. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Ingles. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
The shake. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jams.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Conley kicks to Clarkson. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Physical D, but Shea shows unreal body control when driving to the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Dort. Down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Clarkson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Dort. Covered by Conley. Jazz leading by 5. Clarkson dishes to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Gobert. Clarkson passes to Conley, and the shot goes in. Conley's got 6.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is where you'll often find Gilgeous-Alexander. He definitely does work in the paint.
Gallinari with the steal. Adams down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's Mitchell. That one good for 2. That's now 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching. Such a steady floor general, Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right?
because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. On the wing, Mitchell. Kicks it to Ingles. Conley with the three. Kept alive. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Here's Dort. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And Gallinari throws it down.
He's showing his all-around game. Gallinari doesn't get to the rim that much, but has the size to do damage once he's there.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles can't get it to go. Under trailing by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Paul.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And it's in there. And now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Paul gets it to go in.
An incredible move to the basket right there. But hey, we've come to expect that kind of thing from him.
Gobert finds Bogdanovic. 1:39 left in the third quarter. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovic willing to get it to his open guys.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Ingles passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And Gallinari throws it down.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Ingles up top. Back to Conley. Here's the three. Here's Gobert. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Gobert's got 16 points.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here's Conley outside. Offensive rebound. Again, the Jazz score.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the technical free throw is good.
One of the most vocal players in this league, CP3 is known as a tremendous leader.
And the Jazz making a change here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Basket good. 12 points for him.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Doesn't go for him. And so it's Utah with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nerlens Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And here is O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Thunder trailing by 8. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Mitchell against Schroeder. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Diallo kicks to Noel for 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Back to Schroeder. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Inside, a fader. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for Utah. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Paul passes to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
That's a beautiful play call. Gallinari's dangerous off the catch because it allows him to get his shot in rhythm.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Clearly a foul.
That one is off. And he's good on the second.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
Paul outside, 13 feet away. Tips it. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around. At the elbow, Adams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. Jazz leading by 10. Ingles passes to Gobert. It's not going to go for him. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Good on the shot.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And that one is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And that one drops for him.
Incredible play by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This kid is not afraid of the moment.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
That's to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Now the pass to Dort. Second chance shot. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And it's Gallinari missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Conley gets the three-pointer to fall. And now an 11-point Jazz lead.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Phoenix, Arizona. We are live. It's a Thursday night.
Well, Kevin, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. No good from Booker. And here are the Jazz now.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Johnson, the pass to Booker. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Gobert. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And stolen by Booker. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Stolen by Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Bogdanovich has got his second basket.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Yes, that goes in. Bogdanovich has got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Ayton up top, defended by Gobert. Basket counts.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good on the 3.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Here's Ayton. Here's Oubre. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Conley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Mike Conley understands how to draw contact and still try to get a shot opportunity. He'll go to the line for the end one.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And here we go. Saric all alone.
I love the hustle from Saric right there. He sticks with the play, put the finishing touch on it. That's nicely done.
Now here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. All alone. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 5. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Jerome, good.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Conley feeling it out. Latray. And Baines pulls it down. Phoenix leading by 3. Bridges kicks to Carter. Back to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Carter, the pass to Bridges. Feeds to Baines. Clock at 4. Stolen by Michael Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's in there. Davis with the assist. He's got 9.
Boy, Bogdanovich with the distance delivery. How about that effortless shooting motion?
Here's Baines. That one's not going to go. And Utah the other way now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Conley's shot is off. Suns have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 2. And back with the start of the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Moutier, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. The Jazz shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Stolen by O'Neal. A floater. Moutier, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oubre, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Moutier. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns leading. And it's Rubio penetrating. And that one, good. Rubio's got 6.
Oh, penetrates, creates the contact. You can see that Rubio's stronger these days.
Here's Moutier. Utah getting another chance here. The shot, no good. Suns leading by 4. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Gobert. Passes it to Ingles. Can they get it? Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Back to Rubio. Misses the 3. Jazz trail by 4. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Goes up on the wing. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Oubre. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Fires the three. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
Jerome passes to Saric. 1:14 left now here in the second. Over Ingles. 5 on the clock. Saric finds Oubre. Offline with his three. Utah trailing here. Here's Ingles. Pass to Moutier. The Jazz working the ball around now. Over to the left wing. O'Neal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Rubio. Phoenix, no good that time either. Utah shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the stifled tower.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Conley in for Moutier.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Gobert can't hit. Booker outside. Ayton kicks to Booker. Buries it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
You have to be able to think quickly and make great decisions. And in the catch and shoot, Devin Booker doing work.
And a close game so far through the first. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the three. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Booker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. Trailing here by 8. And the rejection by Ayton. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. And Utah also making a switch. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment
Terrific denial.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Got a piece of it. Johnson dishes to Booker. Back to Johnson. This one for three. Rebounded by the Jazz. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mitchell wide open. The Jazz with another miss. Suns leading by 8. Here's Booker. And he lays it straight in. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Ayton against Gobert. To the left side wing. They could use a bucket. Bridges with the steal. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Johnson. Tries again. It's tipped. Gobert with it. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley's shot is off. Suns leading by 12. Johnson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Rubio misses.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Bridges shot. Good.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
On the wing, Johnson. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Rubio finds Ayton. An emphatic LU jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton at the elbow. Step back shot. Goes back up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Joe Ingles is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Carter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
On the wing, Ingles. On the wing, Ingles. From deep. No good on the shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clarkson against Oubre. Here's Davis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Ayton inside. Ingles covering. And it's Ayton missing. Jazz trail by 14. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Off target from three-point range. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the polish on the offensive game of DeAndre Ayton? Just knows his strengths and plays to them.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And Phoenix making a change here. Sarge is checked in. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Oubre outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Conley. Got it. Good job in the low post. 6 points for Mike Conley.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Saric against Ingles. That one falls. And the Suns lead by 16. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Gobert, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And it's Carter missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Phoenix.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Phoenix no good that time either. And it's the Jazz's ball. 17-point game. The shot by Oni, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oubre for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Mudiay must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
Bradley up top. No good. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of I-40 and as they...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Ayton. No good. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Another shot. Adams' shot is good.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding, staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Rubio with it. Now defended by Adams. Booker the pass to Oubre. Here's Ayton. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Adams kicks to Paul. On up the court. Buries it down low.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Ayton dishes to Oubre. Back to Ayton. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Here's Gallinari.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
His versatility, at least for Gallinari, is something that's so important for coaches to utilize. He's capable of stretching the floor the way he shoots it. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And there's Oubre putting it right back in.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
Down low, Gallinari banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. To the paint. Here's Ayton. That shot off the mark. Adams, some nice D.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Saric in for Johnson. And he comes up with the deuce.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Rejected by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the break. Baines with it. Now guarded by Noel. And the dunk by Baines.
Well, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. And he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Muscala misses. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And it's Oubre off the drive. And finished off by Oubre.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. To end the run, a slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Oubre. He's got 7.
Well, Oubre can get up there, and that time brought his tool belt and got out the hammer.
To the inside. Here's Diallo. Baines with the block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Some changes for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Kaminsky, the pass to Jerome. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Right wing. Shot good by Diallo.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Puts it up. Second chance shot. Ball's knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Noel. No good on the last second attempt there. And guys, it's been Kelly Oubre making things happen so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, they've got 8. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And the Suns also making a change. Ricky Rubio checked in for Carter. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that. And he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
It's good on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Back to Gallinari. Kicks it to Paul. And the pass to Dort. Clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander unloads. Dort misses. The Suns leading, and Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with it. Chris Paul covering. Bridges shot. Good.
Great effort level on the glass as Bridges is in there mixing it up.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Inside. Here's Dort. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Dort's got his first bucket of the night. And it's Rubio penetrating. For 3, Booker hits it from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 4. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. And obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. But tried by Booker. Ayton, good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Diallo, defended by Booker. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Oubre. To the paint. Here's Baines. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Suns have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Free throw good. Baines. 1:43 left to play here in the second quarter.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career. A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
In the corner, it's Oubre. And the jam by Oubre.
That's a big-time throwdown, and Oubre can really fly.
Schroeder outside. Here's Adams. Shoots over Baines. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Steven Adams, one of the players that we talk about whose numbers really never tell you the whole story about how much he impacts the game. Sets a ton of screens and sets a ton of tone for this team on both ends of the floor.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. .46 seconds left in the first half. Carter finds Baines. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Ferguson right now flying.
Here's Jerome. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Diallo. Lobbed up there for Schroeder. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Saric has got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. He gets it in there. Adams has got 9.
There's the willingness to compete from Steven Adams right there. Finishes through contact.
To the middle. Here's Baines. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Suns on top, up 10. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oklahoma City.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that should do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kelly Oubre having a dominant impact in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That one goes in.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Rubio against Paul. Here's Baines. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
Here's Dort. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's Rubio, that time on the assist by Booker. He has 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's Paul. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Oklahoma City moving it around. Out to the wing. Adams right side. 6 to shoot. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. So here's Gallinari following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And Muscala kicks to Paul. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Thunder have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's good for Muscala. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Good on both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Booker dishes to Ayton. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
Schroeder passes to Muscala. It's deflected. Bridges against Gallinari. And Ayton throws it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Here's Schroeder, and the rejection by Ayton.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Booker, and he converts the layup. Booker's got 7 points.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
It's good.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Bridges, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Kaminsky, the pass to Booker. And the 3 off target.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Here's Rubio. 6 points for him. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ayton kicks to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Out to the right wing. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Alinari on the wing. Pass to Noel. And stolen by Ayton. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Ayton against Noel. Some solid defense from Ayton.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Schroeder. Off with the layup. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Suns lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Carter out there with Devin Booker. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Paul kicks to Adams. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ayton. Adams' shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
How about Booker getting up?
Thunder trailing by 18. Adams with it. Now guarded by Ayton. It's deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the inside. Ayton, the pass to Saric. Back to Ayton. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And they double up Paul. Diallo inside. Working on Booker. Paul with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Bounce pass from Diallo. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Over to the wing. Here's Saric. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's deflected. Passes to Oubre. Now here's Booker. Here's Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And the first one drops. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. And so Adams nails both of them. Suns leading by 20. And Rubio kicks to Baines. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Ferguson, the pass to Adams, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Saric.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Down low and finished off by Oubre.
Oubre just having a sixth sense that time, sniffing out the alley-oop and throwing it in.
Gallinari down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot. The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Kicks it out to Paul. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. 5 to shoot. Gallinari outside. Over Johnson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Sweet shot from Gallo. So many ways he can hurt you.
At the elbow, Oubre. On the wing, Booker. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 7-foot shot. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
And Ayton throws it down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
There's Gallinari with the 3 offline. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they get. And we've got time for a.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo on front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in its small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's Paul. Here's Adams. Passes it to Dort. He had stolen by Ingles. Unhindered, going all the way. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Paul finds Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Dort. Michael Conley making his last shot. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. It's good.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Here is Paul. To the wing right side. Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Dort misses. And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
So here's Gallinari. Michael Conley making his last shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And he sinks the second. Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Utah turns it over again. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mike Conley. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Ferguson's checked in. Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Launches it. Gobert pulls it in. We've seen a quick start here for the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Look at Bogdanovich getting physical, works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Here's Ferguson. Peter passes to Ferguson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And slam dunk by Noel.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. To the inside. And O'Neal gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Ferguson. It's tipped. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's Clarkson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now a fast break for the Thunder. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is O'Neal. Teardrop shot, and the shot goes down. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Schroeder passes to Noel. O'Neal comes with the double team. And that one's good. Noel.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. Here's Gobert. The pass to Moutier. And they pick up two.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. Three on three. Here's Clarkson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got 6 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovich, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Utah Jazz. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Paul. Steven Adams is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's George in at the 3 spot. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Paul kicks to Muscala. Back to Diallo. To the wing right side. Over to the wing. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Conley. It's tipped. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. To the left wing. Ingles with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Here's O'Neal. Here's Davis. And another shot. Now here's Diallo. Ingles covering. Paul against Ingles. Paul kicks to Muscala. Paul dishes to Adams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Back to Conley. Paul with the steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Diallo tries again. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Muscala.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Ingles, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
Corner shot. That shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Diallo the pass to Dort. He feeds it to Adams. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And it's Mitchell missing.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Here's what Utah is going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel's checked in for Mike Muscala. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Diallo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-5 run here. It's stolen by Ingles. And here we go. Moutier into the hoop. And Moutier throws it down.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Deflects the pass. It's Schroeder, top of the key. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Noel. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Don't forget, along with the skill, Bogdanovich brings size to the wing position.
Gobert with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Adams, a second chance effort. That shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort, and the Jazz pushing it up now. And that one good from Clarkson. And now a 3-point Jazz lead.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go. Moutier, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Utah out in front. They're up by 3. And now we'll send it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They've got a 3-point lead.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. So on the floor for Utah. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Utah leading. Conley feeling it out. Ingles in the corner. Gobert down low. Defended by Paul. From deep Ingles. Utah gets it back. Gobert. Yes! And the foul. That one on Gallinari.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. They've led by as much as 10. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ingles. He kicks to Gobert. Tries again. Ingles can't get it to go.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. Rebound, Utah.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle, here's Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him. Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Gallinari outside. Nobody near Schroeder. They get it back. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Right wing. Diallo kicks to Muscala. Gallinari wide open. The three-pointer no good. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 16-3 run. Clarkson finds Davis. Here's Gobert. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Gobert's got 7 points for the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Jazz leading by 16. Here's Clarkson. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Schroeder, right side. Here's Muscala. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Stolen by O'Neal.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And so it's Utah, holding a big 18-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel, Ferguson out there with Gallinari. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Paul in at the 1.
What's impressive about Shea when he's running full speed is still completely under control.
Ingles dishes to Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson. Paul for 3. Reverses, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Conley gets the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Paul, right side. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Count the basket. And the Jazz lead by 20.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Noel.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
On the wing, Ingles. Gobert trying to get open. Ingles can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 18. And Noel kicks to Gallinari. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
From deep, Ingles. And it's Noel with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Had the space there, but it's offline. Jazz leading by 16. Inside. Here's Noel. The shot comes out. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work there as it goes. And it's 6 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Despite his slim frame, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
And slam dunk by Noel.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Mitchell. Right side, Conley. Ingles can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Paul. Here's Noel. And the layup falls. Noel's got 6 points in the quarter.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 9 points here in the second half.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Jazz.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mike Conley.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Gobert in the corner. And good that time. And the Jazz lead by 14.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
One of the game's best free throw shooter. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
Gallinari surveying the D. 6 to shoot to the left side wing. Here's Oni. No good there. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go court. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.